What's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self-proclaimed gold digger. So if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am so glad to have you. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. You know I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. All right, y'all, I am back. I am live. It is good to see everyone. If you see me live or if you catch me on the replay, I'm just glad to be back in the building to talk. We're going to be talking about money again today because it is a big topic, a big issue, and all that kind of stuff. But before we get into that topic, and I'm going to go more specifically what we're talking about with the money, I am going to let you know what I'm sipping on because it's Tipsy Tuesday, where we, take a few drinks as I share some tips. And it doesn't have to be an alcoholic beverage. It can be whatever you need. Honestly, y'all, I need to be sipping on some coffee for real because your girl is tired. I was about to take a quick little nap before the live. It seems like ever since the time changed and after I've eaten dinner, I'm like done. I'm ready. I'm ready to get in bed. So I need to I should have been drinking some coffee, but our Keurig is broke. We have another one and I haven't set that one up or whatever. So I need to set up the Keurig to make some coffee. But honestly, y'all, I don't even really drink coffee like that. It's probably been months since I've had coffee, but today was the day I needed the coffee. But anyway, I'm just sipping on some wine, some Stella Rosa today. But let me go ahead and officially welcome you in with our Tipsy Tuesday song. I'm going to do the original one, the more laid back one, since it's been a while since I've done that one. So here we go. Tipsy Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday. Tipsy Tuesday. Get your tips and pass the dues. Say Tipsy Tuesday. All right. So y'all know that is your official welcome and introduction to Tipsy Tuesday. All right. So we are going to get in here. Let's see who all is it. April, what's up? She says, hold on, y'all. Every time I try and look. She says, at last, I'm here first. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. And then she's just boosting my head up. That's all April's doing is boosting my head up. April, I know you're probably sipping on some water, but that is fine. Whatever makes you happy. All right, so money has been a strong topic. I know we talked about it a couple of different times. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about how all money is not good money. And I think I mentioned in a previous video that would be a good topic to talk about. And so I'm diving into it because I believe I also mentioned before that I have been presented with different opportunities to make money and being able to filter through those different opportunities to see what is actually going to be good money, what is not going to be beneficial or good to me has been, I won't say an interesting experience, but it's definitely been something that I've been having to pray about and decide what direction I want to go in and figure out where I'm going to be spending my time and my attention to. But what I mean by all money is not good money, there's a bunch of different ways you can make money. But I know for me personally, I have to decide what I always say. Let me say this. What I always say, and I say this to my staff all the time. I won't say all the time, but I mention it to them. I say if you're gonna waste anything, I'd rather you waste my money instead of my time. Now I tell them I don't want you to waste either, but I would rather you waste my money than my time because my time is precious to me. I can always make more money, but I can't get back my time. So yeah, don't waste my time. And when it comes to all money is not good money, that's kind of like my going philosophy. I can always make more money. And this is not to brag or anything like that, or to say that, I just got it like that, because I don't. But I can always make more money. There's always ways you can make more money, but I can't get my time back. And I don't want to waste my time doing things that are not meaningful to me, doing things that are going to strip me peace, joy, happiness, that kind of thing, all for the sake of the dollar or all for the sake of money. So I don't want to do those kinds of things if it's going to jeopardize other things that are precious to me, because I can, like I said, I can always make more money. And I know it sounds a little cocky, but and you got to tell yourself that you can always make more money. Like you ain't gotta be doing some of this BS if you don't want to. You can always make more money. Now that's not to say go quit your job or anything like that, but really take into consideration what is important to you, what means the most to you. And if you're going to a place or you're doing a job where you are miserable, you're not happy, it's a toxic environment, you feel negative, like by the time you leave or whatever, like it's just draining, then there's other ways that you can make more money. And I also realize sometimes some of the things that we do, it may just be for a season. Like I'm okay. I won't say I'm okay, but I can probably manage if I knew, hey, I'm going to have to do this difficult, tough job, but it's only going to be for like 6 months to a year or something like that. And then once I do that, I've achieved my financial goal or whatever goal that I was working towards. And then I'll be able to pivot and go into a different direction. Because I don't want y'all to think that I don't want to do hard work, or that I'm allergic to hard work or whatever. I don't mind putting the work in to get certain things or whatever, but I'm also not willing to lose certain things. So that is my philosophy when it comes to all money is not good money. I'm going to see what what y'all might be saying in the comments and take a sip, and then I'll elaborate a little bit more about some of the things that I'm deciding upon. Let's see. So April said we need a recording of that song. I do need to record it so I can just play it, and so that it can be consistent. And April says, good old water. Belford, what's up? Good to see you. He says, April, I'm feeling you on the recording of that song. Let me hit up my producers and let me see. Let me see what I can remix or whatever, get together. And Can, how are you? She says, hi, everyone. And Can, when you were on, were you asking about mystery shopping or notary? I remember you had a question and it was your first time coming on, but I can't remember what it was about. I can't remember now. But yeah. So y'all, getting back to the topic of all money is not good money. So y'all know I told y'all I was slowing down, or I pretty much stopped the mystery shopping or whatever, because I realized some of the stuff was not worth my time for me to do for the amount of money, especially since I wasn't seeing my regular shops that I love to see or whatever. So I had to make a sacrifice. Now, you guys, like there is an opportunity that I have that has been presented to me that I am really, really considering, because it's some good money. But I don't know if it's going to be good enough for me to sacrifice my time. So I'm really, really debating on whether or not I'm going to pursue this particular opportunity and see what might transpire. And I might only do it on like a temporary basis. And I know I'm being a little cryptic and stuff like that, but just to give y'all a little bit of context, it would involve me working on the weekend or whatever. Your girl has not worked the weekend probably since 2019. So I haven't worked a weekend since like 4 years or so. So, but it would involve me working a weekend, really like one day out of the week, and really like maybe once a month. Y'all probably like, girl, you tripping. But I'm trying to decide, is it really going to be worth it? Do I even really want to put myself in that situation? At the same time, I'm a little bit curious and, to to see how different things are, and maybe possibly use it as a learning experience. Like if it doesn't go well, anything that doesn't go well in my life, I always try and use it as a learning experience to see what can I learn from it, what can I use to apply it later on in my life or whatever. But yeah, I'm like, what if I like it? What if I like it? What if I enjoy it? And yeah, it'll give me some nice little extra money, and it's just a little side hustle that I could do once a month, maybe even twice a month. If I really like it, I might do it twice a month, but just to check it out once a month and give up one Saturday. Now, y'all probably like, she tripping. I'm the type of person, I think I told y'all, I can't, like, I need breaks. I need breaks. I could work about 2.5 days at a time, and then I need a break. That's why I'm off during the middle of the week or whatever. So I'll have to see how I do and make sure that I'm not tired. Also, there are other opportunities that have presented themselves to me. Now, those opportunities, those are, I won't say they're like a no-brainer, but those things, they really give me joy. They really make me happy and excited. They make me excited about doing stuff. This other thing, it's what I normally do, but I'm just the particular company and what I know will be involved in it, I'm not as excited about, so to speak. But some of the other possibilities that have been presented to me, I'm really excited about what might transpire. I'm really excited about being able to help people or explore different things. And I'm excited about learning. Like, there's one thing that I know really nothing about, not a whole lot about at all, but I'm excited about learning the process and just to see what all will happen. And so that is also on my back burner too. So there's a few things that I'm looking into this year. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all in on my goal, or one of my goals. Like, I have written out my goals for 2024. And when I successfully complete these goals for 2024, I will 5x my income. And that is like wow to me. That is like crazy to me. So, and this other little thing that I'm considering, I would still 5x my income even if I didn't do it. So that's why I'm like, is it really gonna be worth my time? That's the only one, like, I'm kind of like straddling the fence about, to see, is it gonna be worth my time at all or whatever. But this other stuff, yes. So I'm trying to decide. I'll let y'all know. I'll probably do a check-in at the halfway point to let y'all know how things are going or whatever, and let y'all know whether or not I do decide to pursue this particular one. But everything else, I'm going after full speed, full force, excited about doing it. And I think I kind of been hinting to y'all too, like, there's just, that's part of the reason why I can't do as much with the channel or whatever, is because I have been looking, or I have been working on getting into other avenues to kind of pursue. So, but if y'all are faced with those types of decisions, make sure you're not sacrificing your peace, your joy, like family time, quality time with your family, friends. Now, I will say, I know it seems like I'm like flip-flopping. There are going to be seasons in your life where it's like grind time, where you just have to be focused and locked in, and you're like, hey, I have to do these things in order for me to achieve certain things, or for my family to be successful and stuff like that. There are going to be certain seasons where you're just locked in, focused, and you might not be able to hang out with your friends like you want to. You might not be able to go out to all the different parties and stuff like that. You might miss a few family functions and stuff like that because you're just really focused and you're really grinding and things like that. But this, y'all, literally, if I do this, even this stuff that I'm doing, if I do this for probably a couple of years, I should be able to put it in a manner where it's like I won't say set it and forget it, but I don't have to think about it, or so to speak. Like, it'll just be like on autopilot and just kind of generating me money in the background and everything. So that's why I'm interested in pursuing it and going after it and seeing what happens. And also, too, I will say this, that is my timeline. Like, I have my timeline where, these next 2 years, I will focus on doing these things and making sure that they are a success. And if they are a success, great, it's going to go on autopilot. If it's not a success, then guess what? Your girl, your girl isn't going to continue to waste her time doing those certain things. But I ain't gonna say it. When they are a success, this will put your girl in a very, very nice position to be able to retire at the age that I always wanted to retire at. I said I want to retire by the time I'm 55, but if things go really, really well with this, I might be able to retire by the time I'm 50. So, and that would be so lovely. That would be so lovely. And the reason why I want to retire so early is just because I want to control my time. I told you, I don't want my time to be wasted. I want to have full reign control over my time. So I'm 41 now. So I have like 9 years. So that's why I say I'm giving myself 2 years. So if things don't shake by the time I'm 43, your girl is going to be looking at something else, and I might still have to be working for a little bit longer or whatever. But it's just so amazing, y'all. God is so amazing. So things don't seem like they're working out like you're supposed to. Like I probably prayed or asked God, be like, allow me to retire by the time I'm 55. I probably asked him of that like when I was in my 30s or something like that. And you go along and you go through life and you're like, I don't know if this is going to happen or not. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it, because so many different things happen. You take different detours, you take different paths in your life, and you're like, I don't know if it's going to happen how I want to see it happen. But God is just truly so, so good. He really does give you the desires of your heart. And little by little, you'll see that things were being worked out for your good, like for the things, like he really is crafting the things that you want. It didn't look like the picture that you might have pictured in your head, because it sure as heck it doesn't look like how I imagined it would look. But the fact that he still remembers what I said and how I want to be able to retire and, be able to do certain things, be able to travel, be able to spend certain time with my family. The fact that he remembers that, and he's orchestrating it for me to be able to achieve it, even though, like I said, it don't look nothing. I'd be like, if you would have told me that when I was in my 30s, I'd be like, that's crazy. Like I would never. I'm not doing like even if you told me I would be doing notary work, I'd be like, that is crazy. Like, ain't no way. A notary, what is that? I wouldn't be doing it. I would have never imagined, I would have never pictured it. But he just works things out so I won't even say beautifully. It's like beautifully ugly, but it works out for your good. I know I've been talking and rambling. I haven't even been checking the comments. But let me see what y'all been saying. Belford says, that is tough. I enjoy my time so much that I really have to weigh money versus time. It has to be amazing for me to give up my time. Yes, that's why I'm like, that one opportunity, I'm trying to use logic. I'm like, girl, it's only one Saturday. It's only one weekend out of the month. Like, girl, do it and get the money. But then at the same time, it's like, you don't even really have to do that if you don't want to, and you can still get the money. So I don't know. I kind of am just curious to see, like I said, to see what the experience would be like and see what I can learn from it. Because like I told y'all, I can learn from any experience. So I'm really curious to try it out and see what happens. And if I don't like it, it's good that I can just stop and say, you know what, this ain't working out for me, and I can leave, and there's no major repercussions. And I mean like repercussions in terms of like affecting my income or like my family's livelihood. Now, if it was something to that, then I don't have as many options. It's like, girl, you better do what you need to do. Like, suck it up, suck it up, do what you need to do, get this money because your family needs it or whatever. But the fact that I have a choice and it's kind of up to me is it's a good thing, but it's also what makes it difficult. April says 5x is good. Yeah, so yeah, that would be. Now I hate that I'm talking like in the future, like I'm hoping or whatever. I need to start talking like it is already happened now, so that I can truly be believing it and stuff like that. So yes, I will be making 5 times my current salary in 2024, and I will be retiring by the time I'm 50. Y'all, that's the fact that I'm saying that out loud is kind of, and it's going out to like people, like it's on a public platform, and I can't take it back or whatever. Like 9 years from now, look on it, be like, oh, she told her, did it really happen or whatever? But yes, it is going to happen, and it's not because of me. Like I told y'all, it's all because of God, because your girl be messing stuff up. Your girl messes stuff up in so many different ways, and God just be God and trying to get me back on track even when I get in my own way. So and Ken says that's amazing. Thank you. Says, wait a minute. Now 5x is enough for your boy to give up a little or a lot of time. Now it's not just that one thing. It's multiple things that I'm looking into getting into. And when I say multiple, it's like some of the stuff I'm already doing now, and I'm just going to be able to grow it to another level. Excuse me. And that's going to help generate some of the income. And then there's pretty much 2 new things that I'm going to be getting into, but they require very little time, but they do have a good return on the money. And there's one thing, but even that, I'm not really factoring that in. So like the opportunity where I would be working on the weekend, and then there's another opportunity that I would be able to start at the end of 2024 from the income that I would be generating from the other 2 things. Those 2, it's like even if I didn't do those 2, I would still be able to 5x my income. So yeah, so I'm looking into it to be able to get into some other stuff as well. One of them is like real estate investing. So yeah, so I'm hoping but like I said, that isn't factored into me 5xing my income, but I'm hoping the money that I'll generate, I got to stop talking like that. With the money I will generate by 5xing my income, I'll be able to get into real estate investing, because yeah, I told y'all before, I don't even live off of my full income. So the fact that I have this extra money coming in, I want to use it for real estate investing and stuff like that, which, by the end of the year, I should have a good amount so that I can start being able to do that by the end of 2024 and everything. So, but yeah, it's 2 new things that I want to get into. And the sad part, I won't say the sad part, but the bad part about it is because I know myself, and I know because it doesn't require a lot of time for me to get into, I can easily let it slip through the cracks because I won't, if I don't do the work. So it's like I'm going to have to be disciplined with myself to say, hey, all right, we got to do this so you can be able to generate this kind of stuff. And I think I told y'all too, like I've been really slack with my money because money has been coming in, and I haven't really had like real, I shouldn't say real goals or whatever. I haven't had anything major that I really had to direct my money to and everything. So even with this, I had to like figure out, okay, you're gonna have this money coming in. What are you gonna use it for? And that's when I was like, okay, real estate investing, because I gotta attach it to a goal, because I just don't want the money coming in and then me just, just spending it and blowing it, and then you made all this money and you ain't got nothing to show for it or anything like that, because you just wasted it. So um that's why I'm like, okay, with you generating this money, we need to give it a place for it to go so that it can keep generating more money and you not just waste it on something, or you just, what they have like lifestyle creep, you just spend it, you make more money, so you end up spending more money. I don't want to do that. So yeah, and that's why I say I got to be disciplined with how I use it and staying on top of the stuff that I'm doing, because it's all gonna be like extra money for me. Now it is gonna help me also. I shouldn't say that. It will also help me get out of debt and everything. But my debt has been, I hate to say this, the debt has been like a child to me. Like, it's been with me for so long. Like, we're just like, I won't even say friends. We're like frenemies or whatever. So, I hear people say like they're gonna have their student loan debt like till they die and stuff like that. So they're not worried about it. But I want to get rid of mine. But at the same time, it's like you've gotten so accustomed to it. You've gotten so accustomed to having it that I really have to stay focused. Like, okay, yeah, we're getting this money in. We're going to use it for these things, and we're also going to use the extra so you'll be able to do real estate investing and not just blow your money. And Ken says, your channel has really helped me. Thank you. I started putting away 10% of my income and saying positive affirmation. Awesome. I am so glad. And like I told you, and Ken, you will be so surprised how that money adds up like so quickly. But just like I was saying, give it a goal, give it a purpose for what you're using it for, because if not, you will pull from it. Just like sometimes, if I'm being honest, sometimes I would pull from my extra money, or even the extra money that I have now. It's like, oh, it's here, let me go buy this or whatever, and it's like, no. So I had to set some goals for myself, like, hey, we're directing this money in certain places, or we're saving it for certain things of that nature as well. So, and I think I shared with you, I don't know if I shared with y'all too. So I had always promised my daughter that I would get her a house as well. And so I was supposed to be starting on that probably maybe last year, the year before, or whatever, a house once she graduates, or once she goes to school. And now she only has like a year and a half left before she kind of graduates. So that's why I'm like, I really gotta, I told her I was gonna get into this real estate investing and stuff like that. So I gotta make sure, remind myself about her being the goal. Because we talked about this probably when she first started high school. And at that time, it seemed like things were so far away. But now, like, time keeps passing. And now it's like, oh, we only a year and a half away. And I had to really look at myself in the mirror and be like, what have you done to help achieve this goal? Yeah, I made some attempts. Like, I've looked into different real estate stuff. I even signed up for real estate school at one point in time. Did I finish the classes? Nope, sure didn't. But it's like, it's time for you to get serious. It's time for you to get serious, because time is winding down and you don't have any more time to waste. And if you want to really achieve these things that you talked about, then you need to be about your business. And that's why I say God is so good, because he still orchestrates stuff. Like, all the mess ups that I've done, he's still orchestrating stuff so that it'll still work out in my favor, in spite of my worst efforts, or where I've just kind of messed up and made mistakes. He's still working it out for me. So I'm forever grateful. When you look at me, it's only a testament of what God can do, because your girl be messing up situations, but God smooth it over and make me look brand new. I know y'all ain't came up here to hear about God and stuff like that, but you gonna get it sprinkled in a little bit. Ann Ken says, you said it takes 17 positive things to combat one negative. Now I'm praying for a business that will allow me to quit my jobs. Yes, I am praying with you, Ann Ken. I'm praying and believing for you as well. Yes, 17 positive things. And that's why you got to speak positive over yourself. Like, don't be that one negative that you're the person who is saying something negative, and then now you got to hear something negative from the world. You don't add to that negativity that the world might already have out there for you. Yeah, so we got to try and stay positive in spite of what might be going on and what might be happening. Belford says, you will love real estate investing. One of the best decisions I ever made. Do it, sis. Do it. You're disciplined enough to make it. Thank you, Belford. I might have to reach out to you. So, and figure out and talk with you and see where you've been investing, so that I'll kind of know. I've been listening to podcasts for a couple of years now, probably since the pandemic. I started listening to podcasts and stuff about real estate investing. But you know what they say? It's like you can't keep consuming information and then not taking any action. And that's all I've been doing. I've been consuming information, but not taking action on things. And now it's time, like, girl, you need to take action. So thank you, Belford. I need to hear it so that I could go ahead and jump out there and do what I need to do. And April says, get that house money. Yes. And Belford says, I'm only a call away. I'm for real. I probably am going to hit you up. It'll probably be on a weekend when I can focus a little bit better and stuff too. And I don't have a whole lot going on, but I'm definitely going to hit you up to do it. So yeah, that is what, sorry, y'all. I'm like, something was on my screen now and I jacked up my screen, but I can't see the comments. Okay, there we go. Yeah, all money is not good money. And that has been what I have been trying to decide on. There's still one decision that I need to make if I am going to actually pursue this particular opportunity. Whether I do or not, like I said, it shouldn't hinder me from being able to achieve my financial goals. But yeah, just make sure what you do is worth it. And part of making sure what you do is worth it is just knowing your worth. I know I've done other videos where I say, you have to know your worth, especially my notary videos, because some of these notary people be out here just taking any and every kind of fee and stuff like that, or not really charging for they're not charging their worth. They barely charging for their time and stuff like that. And so I've always been a big proponent of know your worth, know what you bring to the table, know the value that you provide just by you being in the room, just by you showing up. Know and be self-assured that you are an asset to any situation that you encounter, because you are knowledgeable, you are intelligent, you are just a valuable resource. So know your worth and know what you bring to the room. And also just be willing to always learn, so that you can, even like I said, for even in a negative situation, I can learn from it. So even when things don't go right, you have a bad day, you have a bad experience, it's like, what can I learn from this? What can I take from this so that I can prevent it from happening in the future, or I can handle it better, or so that I don't get so upset? Whatever it is, like what happened? What was the trigger that caused me to get upset? What was the trigger that caused me to make this mistake, so that you can just better plan and be able to execute in the future. So learn from all your mistakes, all your failures. I shared with y'all before, that is why I created this channel, because when I first started my business, there were so many mistakes I made, and I was like, this can't be life. Like, this can't be life. But at the same time, I was like, I don't want anybody to go through what I went through if I can help it at all. Like, I would rather for y'all to learn from my mistakes, so that you don't have to fumble the bag, so you don't have to go through all these different things that I went through. And that's why I want all of us to win and just be able to do our best and be as successful as possible, and just go after all our goals and all our dreams, because it really is possible for you to do so. And like I shared earlier, it may not always look like what you want it to look like, but it's still possible for you to achieve your goals. So I hope that was helpful for everyone. If anybody has anything else to share, y'all can put it in the comments, because if not, I'm gonna hop off and go to bed. Y'all, I'm supposed to exercise, but like I said, this time change got me all messed up. After I eat, I'm like ready to go to bed. Like I'm feeling, I feel extra drowsy after I eat. But yeah, all right. So I don't see any additional comments. I hope it was helpful to those who needed it. Thank y'all so much for joining me and rocking with me as always. And I will be back live next Tuesday. I know last week was the Halloween edition, which was just a little fun one and everything, but I'll be live next week with some more tips and everything. Okay. All right. Okay. No, and Cam was just saying have a good night. Yes, everyone have a good night, and I will see y'all next week. Bye, guys.